What color is this lemon? The answer is quite obvious. It's yellow. But what does the color yellow look like? Now, you might think this is a strange question, unless you're familiar with the concept of qualia. For those of you who aren't familiar with the concept, qualia are internal subjective components of sensory perception. Essentially, they are your conscious experiences, be they sensations of pain, the taste of food, the aroma of flowers. Now, we can all have different experiences when it comes to various stimuli. For example, some people enjoy the intense heat of chili peppers, while others find it to be unbearable. There are those who can identify the richness and depth of a Jackson Pollock painting, whereas others will only ever see splotches of paint on a canvas. Qualia is different from these experiences. You see, whether or not you enjoy spicy foods or have an appreciation for the arts, these are examples of identical sensory stimuli affecting similar regions of the brain in varying ways. With qualia, these identical sensory stimuli would affect the same regions of the brain in the exact same way, but the subjective experience would be completely different. When I asked you what the color yellow looks like, how do I know that we're seeing the same color? What if what you perceive to be yellow, I would perceive as being purple? After all, colors are just electromagnetic frequencies of visible light, and it's in our occipital lobe where this light is processed in such a way that we can distinguish these frequencies from one another. So who's to say definitively what these colors are meant to look like? Now, the issue with qualia is that, by definition, they are internal, subjective components of sensory perceptions. And because of this, they are not physical and they cannot be measured. So, we don't know if qualia exist. But there is a hypothetical experiment which could prove whether or not qualia are real. Referred to as the knowledge argument or Mary's room, the thought experiment is presented as follows. A young woman, Mary, has been raised in a room devoid of color. She's never directly experienced color in her entire life. Through black and white books and other media, she is educated in neuroscience to the point where she becomes an expert on the subject. Mary learns everything there is to know about the perception of color in the brain, how light works in order to create different color wavelengths. She's aware of all the physical facts about color and color perception. Now, after Mary's studies on color perception are complete, she exits the room and experiences color perception for the first time. Now, the question is, does Mary learn something new? If Mary learned something new, some new information after seeing color for the first time, this would indicate that there are some forms of non-physical knowledge that are present within the world, and therefore, qualia may very well be real. But I would like to know your opinion on qualia, and you can leave those opinions in the comments section down below.